What is up, guys? It's DJ Rick Webb. We are heading out to Pritchard Laughlin to DJ Meadowbrook High School's prom. Everything is already set up out at this prom. It was all set up yesterday, and I did a terrible job of filming it, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna include any of Friday's footage from when I was setting up. But anyways, I am on the road currently heading there, so I will fill you guys in when we get there. And we're here at Pritchard Laughlin. It's only like 10 minutes from my house. Picked up kickstarts. So I showed up like 2 hours early just to like give you guys a brief little. I have to film another video on a product review. A company sent me out a light to test out. I'm going to do a little product testing review of it before the dance gets started and everything, just to see what it can do. Anyways, let's go through a little walkthrough of the equipment and everything that we're using for this event. First off, let's talk about where we're set up at. So Pritchard is a 100 by 100 foot venue hall, fits thousands of people. This is only like 250, maybe 300 kids at this prom. As you guys saw panning around, it is a huge room. So we're like 30 to 40 feet forward, right up on the dance floor. As you guys can see, I'm not running any power cables at all. And that's because underneath of here, there are outlet pockets, and there's 6 of them underneath there, and each one of those outlets is on its own circuit, so plenty of power to work with for the big setup rig. The tripods are not DMX'd right now. I don't have the DMX transmitters in. Or receivers, they're not plugged in right now, and they're also not up in the air. But sound wise, the Pioneer SE is the standard mixer like always. Underneath we have the GTD audio wireless microphones here and here. Audio Technica wired microphone on a nice little stand for me. My HP MV laptop running Serato DJ. Sound speaker wise, very similar to the last gig log at John Glenn. JBL PRX 712s, JBL Eon 615s, one on either side. That's the light I'm reviewing right there. Subwoofer wise, JBL PRX 715 XLFs, JBL PRX 618 XLFs. All 4 subs for you new guys are running off of. My microphone fell. All 4 subs are running off of the booth knob right here on the SZ. That is controlling the subs. I'll take you guys through lighting when I actually get it all set up and running. Right now it's just in auto sound mode right now. Alright, Michael's here and we got the lighting all set up finally now. So let's start at the back and let's go through lighting. As you guys know, I am running Chauvet Show Express, always have been. Running it on the HP Spectra. We got the Chauvet Show Express Plus back behind there. And then underneath of the facade, or behind the facade I guess, 4 American DJ Mega Par profiles. And then underneath of the scrims on either side, we have 2 American DJ Mega Tri-Par Pluses, which is RGB and UV. Those are the Odyssey LTP2 tripods. They go up 12 feet in the air. I believe we have them at like an 11 right now. We don't have them all the way up. 11 or 10 or 11 feet. Up on top of the tripods, just like John Glenn. Minus the lasers, we're not using lasers tonight, but American DJ InnoSpot Pro, ProDJLighting wash moving heads. Same on the other side, pretty simple. We're rocking 5 wireless DMX donor receivers. Those are battery donor receivers, and 1 transmitter right there. We got 1 down there, 1 on the pars, and 1 up top. Receiving all the DMX signals. We are not using haze at this, although I could have used haze. I just didn't have access to rent the hazer this weekend. All the hazers were rented out, so I could not actually get a hazer, which kind of sucks. This is the 5th and final prom for me this prom season. This is also probably Pritchard Laughlin, this hall. This is probably the most popular hall to have like big events at here. And it's the first time I actually get to DJ out here. I don't understand that. I've been DJing forever and I DJ like everywhere else but here. But it's finally nice to be at Pritchard. This is also where we had the one bridal show. So I'll link the bridal show right there when we did the bridal show out here. This is like the main entry area of Pritchard Laughlin. It's a massive facility, and over here's the theater. I don't know if anyone's in here. So yeah, you can't see really, but that's the theater. The sound system they got in there was installed by DJ Associates, the company I work for. We installed that sound system like my senior year of high school, I believe. I came over here and helped Chris in between football practices with it. So this is the new light that I'm reviewing, that this company sent me out to review. I'm actually so impressed by this actually effect that it is, that I'm actually gonna give it a shot for tonight. So it produces a pretty nice effect. It's not the brightest compared to some of like maybe an American DJ or Chavette version of this, but it does put a nice effect onto the ceiling for the price that it's at. The only thing that sucks is it's not DMX-able, so I'm gonna give it a shot. It's similar to basically my Electro Swarm. It's not as bright as my Electro Swarm, but it's a pretty nice effect and it fits the theme pretty well. The theme of this is kind of like multicolor and stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna go get changed right now, get my suit on, get ready to go. Maybe, and I gotta make myself some food here. As you can see, I had to make the back of my setup look just as clean as the front of my setup. Other than this like paperwork right here for people to fill out for prom, I think it did pretty good. Nice little selfie area for them. I'm pretty sure the theme is Bollywood. Pretty sure. I've actually been curious to see what's actually back here. Oh, so it looks like shops you would see. Fake fruit and stuff, looks like. Oh, they got one of these things. Woo. Hey, yo, what's up, Medbrook High School? You guys ready to get this thing started? I want one more time. Are you guys ready to get this started? Let's get everybody up on this dance floor. Let's get it bumping. A-Town. Check it out. And right there is where the subwoofers completely turn off and I go into panic mode.
King and Queen are Danny Orr and Gary.
Luckily, they were going to announce the Prom King and Queen as soon as that song was over, so I could actually figure out what was going on. And actually, I never talked about it, but it turned out that the subwoofers were vibrating so much that one of the extension cords underneath of the table fell on the switch for the surge protector that the subs were on and turned the switch off. I was under there like plugging it into different outlets trying to figure out if it like blew the circuit or something, which it never has before, but it actually just turned out that the switch on the surge protector was flipped. So I was underneath there crawling around with the flashlight, and it actually turned out all I had to do was flip the switch. So they're back and working. song of the night. And we are all tore down. All loaded up here in the back. It's a beautiful night out. It's like 68 right now, perfect temperature. Me and Michael are gonna go home, and unlike the last gigs, we have to unload everything tonight. Back home now, 10 minutes later. And now here comes the half an hour unloading. Yay. It's also 1 o'clock in the morning. Yay. Half an hour later, and everything is finally back in the basement. DJ Ken Jeff asked me on Snapchat, he asked me if I'm going to be buying any new equipment this year, and that is completely true. And actually, before you guys even see this video, I put up a lot of the stuff that you guys see in this basement up for sale. Reasoning for that, because at this time, which is after now, I still am sitting on 4 gig logs to edit and post. So this video that you're seeing right now is actually going to be coming out like 3 weeks after the actual date. Today is May 13th, so I'm not sure what today is when you guys are actually seeing this video, but a lot of this stuff will be up for sale as of Monday of this week, which will be May 15th. So if it's still available, I'm going to be trying to sell it on Facebook. That is where I post all my stuff on the DJ Classifies forum. I will link it in the description below, the stuff that is still available for sale if you guys want to try and get it. If you want to buy it from me, I don't care. One thing is the big subwoofers, that's pickup only. I'm not shipping those things. Those things are way too big to ship. My mixer, you guys asked me about that when I first got the SZ. I am putting the American Audio VMS 4.1 up for sale. I have not touched it since I started using the SZ, and I don't think I will touch it again for a while. Then I have a UV bar that's also going up for sale. It's an American DJ. It's the 1 meter long UV bar with I think it's like 3 watt UVs all the way down the front. I do have slated that I want to get rid of both of my Eons right now. I've mentioned this before, but the main thing I want to do with my speakers right now is I want to condense myself down to 6 if I can. So I would love to just only have 4 tops, because I need 4 tops. I need 2 for ceremonies, and I need 2 for reception. So I need 4 tops at least, and I want to have 2 subs. I would love to only have 2 JBL PRX 18-inch subwoofers. That way I can bring them out for big school dances and stuff when I need a lot of bass. I'm pretty sure 2 of those would be equivalent to the amount of bass I'm pushing with all 4 of my PRX subs right now, if not very close to how much bass is being produced. So there would only be 2 subs instead of 4. And then I want to get 2 SRX 815-inch tops, and I think that those will be plenty powerful enough to push enough bass at weddings that all I have to bring are the 2 tops, and I don't have to bring any subs at all. That's the goal. And then I will have 2 other tops, probably going to be my 712, just because I love those things, that I will use for ceremonies. So I've been ranting on for a while, and I haven't talked about the gig at all. But I'm very materialistic, so me getting rid of some of this stuff is a big deal for me. I don't really like getting rid of stuff, as you guys can tell by the amount of speakers sitting right there. Alrighty, now let's actually get to the prom, and let's talk about the prom. I had a blast for my 5th and final prom. I had a blast, a nice, good, medium-sized crowd. Not as big as John Glenn last week, I would say, but bigger than Frontier and Buckeye Trail. Nice, medium-sized crowd for a prom. They had a blast. I had them up on their feet, jumping around. We were having a blast. Like some of the proms, and you guys probably that are doing proms also notice this, that a lot of times at these schools, they don't stay until the end. Compared to like their homecomings they stay until the end most of the time. Majority of them do, and I think that probably has to do with the freshmen and sophomores that are at homecomings. But these proms, a lot of the time the people leave with probably like an hour to half an hour left in the gig. Majority of the time, most of them start to phase out and leave. John Glenn did not phase out and leave only because they have an after prom at the high school there. So that's probably why they stayed afterwards as well. But a lot of these other proms, they don't stay until the end. Comment below if you do proms and if this is something that happens in your area as well. But it's a very common thing in my area that majority of the crowd leaves with an hour to half an hour left at the prom. No issues this week with administration. All good reports from them. Everyone had a blast. Everyone liked what I was doing. Provided the kids with a great night. Played all the hits they wanted to hear. Kept it clean. Kept it good. I personally am very happy with my performance today. No hiccups whatsoever. No issues. Perfect mixing the whole way through. So I'm very happy with that. And I'm also very happy that I gave a stellar performance compared to last time when I was DJing for Meadowbrook. Last time was the winter formal. I'll link that above. And it was my first time out using the SC in a real world scenario, and I messed up a lot. And I also messed up in my programming of songs and played a lot of the hits first, and it was not a good performance for me. This performance was definitely up there on par with one of my best performances I've ever gave at a gig by far. Had a good time, did a great job. So closing out the 5th and final big prom, now got to shift gears to small intimate weddings and get back into that zone for the summer. I talked about this in my last gig log. I'm a DJ that likes to keep a lot of variety in my life as far as music, and honestly been doing so many proms lately and college stuff that this hip hop and rap and stuff, my head is kind of tired of playing it. Basically phased out, and I would love to get back to DJing with some older music and some fun stuff with that. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all about this gig log, leave it in the comment section below. As you guys know, I'm really good about getting back to you guys. If you ask any questions in the comments below, I will answer them for you. If you aren't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can join this 4,000 plus subscribers that we have at this point. But guys, my name is DJ Rick Webb. As always, keep them records spinning, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.